All right, so when you first open up Fusion in the app version, you are going to be prompted to sign in. Now, this is going to look a little bit different for you, whether you've used Fusion before or if you haven't. I obviously have, so it's going to look a little bit different, but you will be prompted to sign in. So let's sign in. For me, it's going to bring me to what you can't see. It's going to bring me to a browser sign in. You're going to sign in with your Autodesk account, and then it's going to ask you if you want to reopen Fusion while signing in. I will do that. And it's going to it brings me right to my Fusion Hub. It's going to bring you to a page where you can make your own Fusion Hub. So at that point is when you look at the assignment, make sure that you're using the naming convention within the assignment. I will show that to you as well really quickly. So in here, it shows you to create a hub, use this naming convention so that I can easily find your hub. And at this point, you also have to add, you can do it in any order really, but you can create a new project and project folders for that project for this class. So let's talk about how that works as well. So if I'm in here, you can see this tab over here. This is my hub. If you're in any other ones, you should also be able to access them over here. You can see this new button here, and it's not bringing it up because it's only capturing one part of it, which is nice. But at that point, you can, from there, when you click new, you'll just be able to create like a new part design or a new assembly or something like that. If you go to projects, this is where all of your projects will be. You can create a new folder in here. You can see in like your projects section, I believe you have like assets in here. And then you will be creating your own project. And you will see like my Fusion, you will see samples. Mainly we're going to be just focusing on here in this section. You can kind of navigate this way. Now it's a little bit confusing for how you create a project, because if you click on projects, it will like bring you right into one if you have one, or it might like bring you right into assets if you don't have one. If you go, like this is my project from the fall of 25 where I like made all of the folders, great. But you, instead of clicking projects, you might have to like come back up here and click on like your hub name, and then you get the option to create a project. So let's go, because this is the next semester that I'm going to be working in. So let's go ahead and create our F26 project. It said something went wrong. That wasn't real. Fine. So then we can go into our new project, and there's this new folder button. We're going to make a project 1 folder, and all of the other folders that it asks you to make. That's how you do that. So you will also notice as part of the assignment that you have to add me and potentially a TA to your Fusion Hub, or add your instructor. I don't know who's going to see this. My students, maybe. But you have to add your instructor to your Fusion Hub. The reason for that is because if we need to help you out or we need to track your progress on something, then we can just go into your project and see it right on our computers instead of, having to jump through hoops to figure out what you did, so that we can help you. And it's a little bit confusing for how you do that. And there's a couple ways. So if you go directly into a project, you can see I'm in my eDesign 100 F26 project. You can see this members and permissions tab. When you click that, that will open a browser, and it will give you it'll lead you to this page here, the members and permissions page. Let me also show you a different way to do this, because everybody for some reason has 1,000 different things that they could possibly do. That's one way to do it. Up here as well, you will see a three dots next to where your hub is, you can also go into hub settings or members and groups. Either way, it will take you to a page that looks like this. So you have this option. If you get right here to your members and permissions, great. Now all you have to do is type in the email, my email. So this is my email, and then add member. Sometimes students were getting confused about like, okay, there's no like, button to do that, but then add member. And then it will show you the account. It'll show you my account, and you can give them a role for whatever you want. I think that the assignment requires it to be like a manager or an editor access, something like that. So then, you can pick what that means. I'm already in my own hub. Surprise! So obviously I'm already there. This page, if you end up here, you can also get to the page that I was just at. So this is if you went into the three dots next to the hub page, if you couldn't see members and permissions directly for like a specific project, you can also come into here. Let's go ahead and click up here in the corner where it has my name. And you can then go to set. These are like ones that I've been invited to. So this is where I'm going to see where I can join your hub. Then you could also go into your, or not settings, into your account, user management over here, and invite users with their email address. So there's a couple different ways to get to that point. It might be a little bit different for everybody to get to where they need to end up getting to. So, click around. You can also click on the projects directly over here and add people to them. It really, there's like a ton of ways to do these things, and it just kind of depends on what you have and what buttons you click. But there are a couple ways that can help you create Fusion hubs, create folders, and add people to them.